Everyone knows about solar, wind, and tidal energy, but what about biomass? Biomass is biological material made from living or recently living organisms. Types of material include energy crops, agricultural residues, plants, and waste. A biomass power station makes electricity using the same process as a fossil fuel power station. Material is burned where the heat is used to make steam, which then turns turbines, which turn generators, creating electricity.
There are many reasons why biomass is a good energy source. It's reliable, as anything that decomposes or burns can generate energy. It's renewable, has the potential to reduce greenhouse gas emissions, reduce the dependence on foreign countries for oil, support U.S. agricultural and forest product industries. This table shows, in the yellow columns, the CO2 emissions of some energy resources. As you can see, the biomass products, the wood pellets, and wood chips produce much less compared to oil, coal, and natural gas. These graphs show how the performance, cost, and construction of biomass has been improving, and this trend will continue improving in the future.
We can use anaerobic digestion to help with the biomass system. This process uses bacteria to break down organic material in the absence of air, yielding a biogas, methane. The methane can be burned for heat and electricity. Currently, researchers have engineered E. coli bacteria so they can digest switchgrass biomass and synthesize the sugars into transportation fuels. This will be able to reduce the cost of the biofuel production process. People can warm their homes using log stoves and boilers. Log stoves are more fuel efficient than open fires. Even if you're using it for a small amount of time during the heating season instead of heating oil, it still helps in the end in terms of the cost and the environment. Long-term plans for biomass include growing and using dedicated energy crops such as fast-growing trees and grasses and algae. These feedstocks can grow sustainably on land that will not support intensive food crops.
While biomass does give off carbon emission, it's different from burning fossil fuels. Using biomass, we're not adding more CO2 into the air. When fossil fuels are burned, they create new additional CO2 into the air. With biomass, the trees and plants that are being burned already contain CO2 that have been there. It's just taking the CO2 in the trees that already contain and put it back into the air. However, biomass is something that must be regulated. Overdoing can cause an undesirable effect. As long as good forest management practices are followed, the biomass fuel harvesting results in no additional impact on wildlife habitat. Ultimately, we can think that biomass can be a good potential energy source, but it has to be backed up with other sources. It's not sufficient enough to be our main energy source.